Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey guys, so the other day the doctor told me that he thinks my DNA might be backwards.
And?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare.
Christmas has a Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log.
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the Lightning.
We named the dog Indiana.
I am your father.
Oh, hello and welcome to another strange episode of Three Geeky Dads. Oh, God, this was a bad one. It's already hitting us, even in the intro. The show that has been proven to increase your sex drive, or is it our waist size? We eat a lot of fried food. I am Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
Y'all confused? That was a confusing one. And with us to continue to confuse audiences and charm the ladies, because Lord knows we three can't do it, is Monster Cereal's own Tito.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Tito.
Hey, Tito.
Hey, Tito.
Hi, Tito.
Hi, guys.
Oh, it was
Are you
rough-
okay, Tito?
It was a rough
Yeah,
one.
I'm
I,
good.
I still feel like I have to keep checking in on
No, it's fine.
you. Okay.
I don't have a problem.
These movies are taking a toll.
I didn't mind that movie.
Hey, if you're wondering if this rather horny-sounding intro has anything to do with our movie, the answer is no.
You'd be
does
wrong.
not. Unless you get your jollies from bad movies or even bad Marvel movies, because tonight concludes our trilogy of Drink Till It's Good Marvel Edition, which has been a look back at a time when Marvel movies sucked and would never get away with putting out a superhero show that hardly features a superhero. That's right, I did it again. I did it. Suck it, all you Moon Knight lovers. Although compared to tonight, actually, I think I owe an apology to Moon Knight fans.
I think you might.
Yeah. Tonight we're topping off this trilogy with a Marvel movie so bad we didn't even watch it. No, I'm kidding. We did just watch it, so it is fresh in our heads.
The couch is still warm, ladies and
The beers
gentlemen.
have already been drunken. Tonight we are talking about the 1978 Doctor Strange.
That happened, and we all let it happen.
Yeah, that kind of silence is pretty much what we think. But before we soak our minds and liver to survive this last in of a trio of terrible, torturous movies, we have an appetizer to help ease the pain. And for that, I turn things over to our own Hannibal Lecter of forced brain-eating cutlery, Brian.
Give me a scotch, I'm starving.
Hey, thank you, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome, Brian.
Yeah, so like Mark said, tonight we're looking at yet another craptastic Marvel movie from a time long ago when Marvel as a company was far behind DC on both the big and small screens. This Doctor Strange does not star Bento Box Cumberbund. Butternut Crinkle Fries. Betty Boop Custard Bath. Buttercup Candygram. Baseball Mitt Candy Crush. Brandy Buck Chicken Strips. How about Bunsen Burner Candlestick? Oh, you know who we mean. This one stars the aptly named Peter Hooten, as in, who in the hell is this guy? Yes, this movie is far inferior and nearly forgotten, as it should be. Which brings us to my point. These days, when we think of the MCU and its Avengers, it's hard to think of any other actors portraying our favorite Marvel heroes. So tonight, we Geeky Dads thought it would be fun to do a little fan casting of our own and assemble our Avengers out of some of the best that the 1980s had to offer.
Fantastic.
Yes, fantastic. This is actually Derek's idea, and we all thought it was a great one.
I like fan cast. I fan cast a lot of things.
You do.
So and
It
this
is
one
fun, though.
Who plays me in the show?
You?
Val
John
Kilmer.
And the
Leguizamo.
three G's.
Johnny Legs.
Val Kilmer is John Leguizamo as Tito.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas.
Who's going?
Yeah,
wants
who's
to
going
start?
first?
I'll start.
You want to
I'll
start?
yeah.
This was yours.
Yes.
Start. Yeah.
So we'll start out. My Black Widow would be Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, nice choice.
Yes,
Very good.
I was always a fan of her.
She ages very well.
Yeah.
She does.
looks
Yes,
she
great
still looks good.
yes, she's gorgeous.
Yep.
For Iron Man, I picked Richard Gere. I don't know why,
Gear.
really.
The hamster thing?
Yeah, probably, you know?
That's like a rich guy. Like, I'm so rich that I'm like disgusting rich, you know?
And I'm just going to be disgusting.
Well, I figured
right.
Ricardo Montalban was
Iron
too old,
hamster.
so I was like,
Ricardo Montalban.
For Hawkeye, I picked Carrie Elways.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
wow.
That's
That's a
good,
good
not
one.
bad. Yeah.
For Thor, I picked Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that going to be across the board?
I don't think so.
Yeah? You guys-
I definitely did.
Oh, all right.
I did as well.
I think,
Wow.
you could have gone with Hulk Hogan or...
You know, I was
didn't think about a
thinking
wrestler.
Hulk Hogan, but I thought that even for
Yeah.
me that was too ridiculous. But I guess not.
I had
for
somebody else.
for Bruce Banner, I picked James Spader.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow. Good one.
And of course, like if you were gonna do old school Hulk, then either Lou Ferrigno. Most people say it would have to be Andre the Giant. You know, I'm sure there's other big people, but
I went that way too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh well, they got
See, I didn't cast the
Bixby.
Hulk himself. But yeah.
for Captain America, I chose Peter Weller. I was originally
Oh,
actually
wow.
thinking
That's a
Carrie
good one.
Elways for Cap, but
Wow.
yeah, Peter Weller is more like chiseled.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as a bonus for Nick Fury, Tom Atkins.
Dude, you took mine.
Oh, wow.
I
sorry.
said that was going to be my bonus. No, I'm not. I'm not upset.
All right,
I'm
no,
honored.
then-
nope, I'm on
Edit
it.
that
Everybody
out.
doing Nick Fury bonus?
You know what? If we do,
Did you do one too?
I did a Nick Fury.
Yeah,
I didn't do
too.
Nick Fury,
Mine
but I
was
can think of
Tom
one really
Atkins.
quick.
He'd be awesome.
yeah,
right?
right?
Totally. This is probably
could
the
totally
only
picture him.
thing you're going to agree on with my choices.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, that and Dolph Lundgren, obviously.
okay.
Do you want to
Nice.
go? Do you
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
to
go
come
ahead.
around and give Brian
Yeah,
a
yeah.
chance?
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
Brian. Yeah. Okay.
No,
I'm saying, like,
no,
come
you,
around so
and
that
then
Brian
come
has
around
a
the
so
chance.
I have
All right,
time to
bring
think
it
of
up.
a Nick Fury.
Pick up
Can I
a-
do Nick
Carly
Fury?
Simon over there coming around.
All right, so as you all know, I'm a fan of character actors and supporting characters and cult figures. Yeah. And I thought a lot of mine would overlap with you guys, and one of them did, but I don't think a lot of these will. So let's start
Kane
off.
Hodder as
Kane Hodder as Black Widow.
He looks good in a red wig.
Yeah. So for Black Widow, I actually picked Mia Sara from Legend.
Oh, nice.
And
Good call.
You know, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I could see her with some red hair, sporting that Black Widow outfit, and the straight kind of old school Mary Jane black hair that she used to have with the bangs and everything. I was going that route.
I like that look.
Then Phoebe Cates would have to play Maria Hill.
That's cool. That's fine with me. No problem. Well, no problem with anything. No problem with anybody from the '80s. Actually, I'm cool.
Yeah, Mia Sara, definitely.
Mia Sara, right? I thought that was. I was trying to think. Michelle Pfeiffer was good though. Hawkeye. My Hawkeye is Val Kilmer. I find him, you know,
very good.
I maybe it's because I've seen him as Batman, but I can see him hunching over a building with some arrows, all hawk-like and hockey, and got that bird's eye or whatever the hell it is he has. So
A little jokey.
joke.
He plays funny, like
he's
real
got that, but
genius.
he's got
that
those
Top
looks,
Secret,
man.
and-
He's got that
top
smile.
secret. Yeah, he can
Yeah.
be funny.
He's got the smile. He's got the look.
charming.
He's got the look. For Thor, yeah, Dolph Lundgren. It has to be Dolph Lundgren, and it's got to be a more serious, from the comics, speaking in that old type tongue that he spoke in.
Yeah.
Ye old
Yeah.
Renaissance, whatever the hell it's
There's a
called.
bit of that in like the first
in the first
Hemsworth.
Thor movie, but and a little bit of humor, but not as much as what Chris Hemsworth did, but still. The Hulk, I went with an actor I really like who never gets credit, Frank Whaley from Swimming with Sharks and Career Opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I really like him.
As Bruce Banner? Okay,
yeah,
I like
little
that.
malnourished guy.
I'm trying to think of what.
Yeah.
I can see him as Bruce
Yeah, I'm
Banner.
a fan of his. He was always part of that Brat Pack that never got the level of appreciation that a lot of the others did. But I always liked him as an actor. I've seen him on Psych. I've seen him. You know,
He was
he's
good on
in
Luke
Pulp
Cage.
Fiction.
He was on Luke Cage in the first season.
That's
Really?
right. Yeah,
I
he
don't
was.
remember him.
Misty
and I-
Knight's partner.
Oh, I forgot about that. Huh. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. So, because I'm going to put him in eventually. For Iron Man, I did Chris Sarandon. Now, here's the thing.
Nice.
Young Chris Sarandon, from Child's Play than Fright Night. But if you remember the old Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends cartoon,
Yeah.
Tony Stark would make an appearance as Iron Man. And he would have the wavy hair and the mustache. But he also spoke like this, very classical and classically trained, like he was performing Shakespeare. And Chris Sarandon often does that. So I think he'd be good. I could see him walking around there in suits with that awesome sense of humor that he has. And finally, for Captain America, I'm going with Gary Busey.
Oh,
No.
Busey.
Now,
Wow.
wait a second. Wait.
Nowhere was
Wait.
Gary
How many
Busey near
seconds
any
does
of
it
my
wait?
choices.
Tito knows
Yeah,
where
not even close.
Tito knows where I'm going. No, wait, you'll know.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking with the physique and build he has in Lethal Weapon as Mr. Joshua.
Okay.
But that home style demeanor he had in Buddy Holly.
All
We're
right.
talking young Gary Busey that tried. We're not talking about Pet Judge Gary Busey, which is a show he's on now. We're not talking
Pet
about
Judge.
Gary Busey staring at the mirror like Family Guy. You do it good, you know. We're talking Predator 2, stoic, actually had broad shoulders Gary Busey.
Yeah.
And I think he would
Way
make a great
pre-accident
Captain
Gary
America.
Busey.
I am
Yeah.
shocked that you did not put Kurt Russell.
I wanted to so bad.
See, I could see Kurt Russell as Thor, but like he would have to.
So
beef up a
honestly,
little bit
I
here.
thought a couple of you guys were going to pick that one.
Yeah.
Maybe no one did. That was my Kurt
I had
Russell.
one other
was
person
honestly,
in mind for Thor, but not. And I was
But it wasn't
trying
Kurt
to figure out how to get Kurt Russell on my list. But
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
gonna go.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with Kurt Russell as Captain America, but I thought that seems a little obvious. But I started thinking about how he used to look in the comics with the slick blonde hair and tall, and I'm like, the big jaw. I'm like, that's Gary Busey.
Those huge white teeth.
Yeah, those big teeth. And you got to picture the
Gary
kind
Busey's
of
all teeth.
yeah,
He's all teeth.
Cap Teeth America. No, that was my top one. It took me a bit to write that name down, but the more I thought, again, it's like you can picture because he's a dude out of
I
time.
bet it did. You were like,
He's
this
got
is dumb.
that.
Why
He's
am
got
I doing
that
this?
50s homey quality to him. I could see him doing it. So that's Gary Busey as Captain America. Captain,
Nice.
can't you see him go? Hey, Avengers assemble! Hey, how's it, Silver Bullet? I got the shield.
He talks like that.
Everybody would love it.
How about you, Tito?
Yeah,
All right. So
Johnny Legs.
I was thinking like
Val Kilmer.
at one point I was like maybe Swayze as Thor, but then I was like, nah.
I thought that too.
Really?
I went Dolph
I could see.
Lundgren.
Yeah.
I was just trying to do anybody but Dolph Lundgren because I was like, Dolph
everybody.
Lundgren.
He was like the obvious choice.
I'm going Iron Man. I'm going Rob Lowe.
Shit, that was mine.
Dude.
Yeah, that was mine.
There you go.
That's
Well done.
awesome.
Yep.
Kinda like a
Great
younger,
pick.
kind of a younger.
Yeah. I picked him, Tito, because like RDJ, he also had his troubles with
Oh,
the
yeah,
law,
yeah, yeah.
and then
Previous
bounced
history.
back and made a big comeback.
Comeback.
You know, Swayze
true.
wouldn't be too bad as Cap.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I could see him.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to cut that mullet.
Well, that's what I
no.
was thinking. Like I was
Captain
thinking, like
America.
Point Break.
Is Busey gonna cut
Swayze
those
as
teeth?
Thor.
No.
No, Captain. No, you can get away with horse teeth if he just covers. You can't get away with that mullet.
With that mask on. It's gonna
Why
be
is
a
Captain
rough-
America always eating carrots?
He always.
He always talks like that. My Bruce Banner is Michael Keaton.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think
Wow.
he would be an
Yeah.
awesome, especially in the '80s, like
Yeah,
Mr. Mom,
Mr.
like
Mom.
all those movies. Gung Ho, I thought he was so funny.
Dream Team.
He's just like a smaller guy, and you don't have to try to make him look taller. And I think he could play that.
He's good at
that
eccentric
very
too.
well.
Like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
eccentric
yeah.
Kind of.
If he was gonna change into the Hulk, I like Ron Perlman.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ron Perlman,
Yeah, because he looks like the Red Hulk.
Yeah, and he
when he's Hellboy.
and he could play. He doesn't have to say anything. I think he could just be this menacing, enormous.
Yeah, that's a good
whatever,
choice.
unless you could CGI, but in the
King
movies, they
Kong Bundy. There
King
you
Kong
go.
Bundy.
There you go. Incredible Hulk. Bald, but
couldn't. Yeah,
Put a wig on.
Bam,
shaped
bam,
like a
Bigelow.
pear, though.
yeah, that's true. You
It's
can have a
shaped like
bald
a
Hulk.
pear. I don't
King
want my
Kong.
Hulk
You don't want
shaped
a
like
Hulk shaped
pear.
pear?
Unless it's upside down.
No, you come over to horse teeth Captain America and you'll fit right in.
My Captain America is Michael Bean.
Ah, nice.
I was
yeah.
thinking like younger Tony Stark, a little bit older looking Captain America.
That's a good one.
Great in Terminator, great in Aliens.
Great in everything.
He
a little
is.
bit, I think he
Johnny
could play that
Ringo
very
in
well.
Tombstone.
Yeah,
Shit.
he's got that
Yeah.
gruff, maybe a 5 o'clock shadow, Captain America.
And there's a good Hulk, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
just
Yeah.
paint him
pretty-
green and he does,
Yeah,
just
and,
grunts
and
and stuff.
especially back then, he talks and he sounds like the Hulk.
Yeah.
No, because he'd want to play Bruce Banner also.
I know.
Now he had too much star power
Oh, yeah.
then.
He played a
Yeah.
scientist in
I'm
Genius.
not going to
I
have
let that one go. My Hawkeye, Mark, is also Val Kilmer.
Yeah, of course.
Hey.
Yes.
Hawkeye is Val Kilmer. My Thor is Dolph Lundgren. My Black Widow, Just this one came to me. She oozes sex appeal. Linda Fiorentino is my Black Widow.
Oh, nice.
Shit, from Jade,
From
right?
Jade,
From
yeah.
Dogma.
She's very,
And Dogma, yeah.
everything she says sounds like sex.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then I was thinking, Black Widow, that works.
Yeah, she'd be a really good Black Widow.
Yeah.
My bonus Nick Fury,
Tom
Peter
Atkins.
Weller.
Oh,
Nice.
Peter Weller's my Nick Fury.
that's a good one.
If I was gonna pick a Nick Fury, I threw that in there. That's my.
He's got
that's my
Nick
cast.
Fury vibes in what's the Star Trek movie that he was in? Wasn't he? Wasn't he? In
Oh,
the,
he was Into
the
Darkness.
new one, right? No, I think
What?
he was in the
Peter Weller?
Yeah. Oh no, it was Into
It was
Darkness.
Into Darkness.
Yes.
Yeah. That was
The
one
one
with
with
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he was
as,
the
as
Admiral,
Khan.
right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Very Nick Fury-ish.
a little bit.
What about you, buddy?
All right. So Tito and I share Rob Lowe as Iron Man. Captain America, I've got Anthony Michael Hall. Because he can play Scrawny Steve, and if you remember him in Johnny Be Good when he bulked up as the
Okay.
football player.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Robert Downey Jr. is in that movie too.
And Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Johnny Be
For
Good.
Bruce Banner, I've got Rick Moranis. Because
That
he's a
would
nerd.
actually
He's a nerdy techie
really
guy.
Cool, yeah.
He's a nerdy techie guy.
At one point, I was thinking like for Tony Stark's Chevy Chase, just because he's a prick.
Yeah, he is a
Yeah.
prick. The thing is about
SNL
Tony
version.
Stark is he's redeemable and kind of lovable at the end, where I don't think you could do that with Chevy
So
Chase. He's
It would-
always
it would
a prick.
have to be Bill Murray.
I feel like that too, except for like Caddyshack. I feel like, and then
Yeah.
like certain movies where Chevy Chase is like, you know, you hear the real life story of Chevy Chase where he's like a prick to everybody.
Yeah.
But I think he can play like a likable character. I don't know. I love Chevy Chase movies.
Oh, I do too. But
Like
he's-
Clark Griswold is a super
I
fucking
hear
likable
he's
character.
hell to work with.
In real life, yeah.
Yeah, but
imagine.
if you can,
Yeah,
I get it
Yeah.
though. If you can separate
yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
which is tough.
It is.
with
It is sometimes.
hearing those
I like
Yeah.
that Rick Moranis though.
But
Yep.
if you're, but again, if you're in the '80s, not everybody knew how much of a dick he was. So
Yeah.
people might be more on board with
Rick
that.
Moranis, Bruce Banner, John Candy, the Incredible Hulk.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Get those Canadians in there.
Chris Farley.
Chris
That's
Farley.
That's the
David's-
Incredible Hulk.
That's the
Chris
'90s
Farley.
version.
He lives in a van down by the river.
John Candy sits on Rick Moranis.
throw him in a little
and
coat.
transforms into
There you
the
go.
Incredible
It's
Hulk.
like Master Blaster from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Okay.
Okay, who brought the home?
For Thor, I've got Miles O'Keefe. He did the Tarzan movie with Bo Derek, and he's also, Mark, you might remember this, Cave Dwellers. How much O'Keefe is in this
okay.
movie?
All right, now
Miles
I think I know who
O'Keefe.
you're talking about now. And yes, totally.
Ator the Fighting Eagle.
Yeah.
He did all those like sword and sorcery
Yep,
movies
he
from the
did.
80s.
I know.
Who's the
Ator.
guy, the blonde guy from Coach?
Craig Tino.
Oh, no.
Fa-
Yeah, the guy who plays Patrick
Bill
Starr on
Fabermacher?
SpongeBob.
Fabernacki or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick from SpongeBob.
He was in the TV stand, the stand
was.
TV series.
Yeah.
M-O-O-N. Yeah.
That's Bill
M-O-O-N.
Bill Fagerbaki.
Whatever.
Fagerbacky.
He played Dauber Dubinsky.
Dauber, yep. He would be a good.
I was like, Craig T. Nelson?
That's not bad.
For Hawkeye, I've got Michael J. Fox.
I was trying to squeeze him in
See,
there.
I put
Yeah.
him as Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
yeah.
I
Back
would
then in the
too.
80s?
Yeah.
I would have had him as
See,
Spider-Man.
I like Hawkeye because of Renner.
Yeah.
I think if you didn't have somebody likable in that, he would be just a total useless character that you don't care about.
Throwaway.
So you need somebody with a lot of personality, and I think Michael J. Fox can bring that to Hawkeye back in the 80s, especially. So that's why I picked Michael
Emilio
J. Fox.
Estevez.
Oh, there
You know, I was trying to
Emilio
think if I could
Estevez.
squeeze Emilio in, but then I didn't want my
So,
my list to
honestly,
become too Brat Packy.
I almost squeezed Charlie Sheen as Captain America solely on how bulky he got for Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, that's in the 90s though. I don't know if that counts. Plus, he's not a blonde.
He'd have to be Iron Man.
Yeah. He could,
Maybe.
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 He's got tiger blood.
He does have the tiger blood.
He's got the tiger blood. He's got the iron blood.
What about so
Black Widow?
Yeah.
Black Widow, I've got Nicole Kidman.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because I'm
Very
like,
nice.
Shit.
she was, well, she still is. I still think she's hot, and I love her good redhead, and she's a natural redhead.
You do
I think
like
she would.
you do like redheads.
Speaking of my fantasy,
As Iron
as Nick
Ramsey.
Fury, I picked Tom Selleck.
No, that's another obvious
Yeah,
one.
I picked Tom Selleck because I'm thinking of him in the movie Runaway from the 80s, which
we
we just
saw
watched
that.
a
We
few
watched
months
that.
back.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Robots.
with robots. And he had that kind of like, he was a cop, but he had like that futuristic cop suit.
Yeah.
And he had the gun. And I'm like, he kind of looked like Nick Fury back in his Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. days.
Nicole Kim is taller than all of them.
That's right, she is. Yeah,
That's true.
Towering
She's
over
gonna
the whole
tower
bunch.
over.
Yeah.
That's
She'll clap
awesome.
funny too.
I
just
nails.
as long as you don't have Nicole Kidman, Black Widow doesn't clap.
I probably should have picked Michael J. Fox as Ant-Man because he's almost the exact same size. He can fit right in your pocket, that Michael J. Fox. He's bite-sized.
So lovable. He's so lovable.
He is.
He is. And he'd be a good Spider-Man too. I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good appetizer.
Maybe someday we'll do the rest of the.
I think we
the
should
MCU.
do this again, but with the 50s. Let's see how far back.
Oh my
we can
God!
Jeez.
Yeah,
Actors?
Humphrey
With actors
Bogart
in the
as
50s.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
I probably can't come to that show.
Yes, you can. You see those old superhero serials they used to show before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be done. Actors
Yeah.
of the 30s. Groucho Marx as Iron Man.
There you go. I
No,
don't know any of these
that's
people.
terrible. Don't do that. No,
Boris Karloff as Spider-Man's villain Tombstone.
oh, dude.
That would be good.
Yeah. And John Carradine as Red Skull. He's halfway there. See,
That's right.
It can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done.
Vincent
I
Price
think-
as Doctor Strange.
Oh shit, Derek.
See?
Right?
See?
All right, we're doing this one through the
All right,
decades.
there we go.
Avengers through the decades.
Oh, Tito's like, I'm just going to stay home.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody.
I'm not
Yeah.
coming.
Gene Kelly? He was a guy, right?
Gene Kelly was
From
a
the
guy.
50s?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a girl?
He could be the dancing guy.
He could be the dancing
the
guy.
dancing.
He could be the dancing guy.
I'm singing in Marvel.
Marilyn Monroe.
Who's the Avenger with the magic shoes? That's Gene Kelly. There was nobody.
There's no
oh.
place like home.
Oh.
There's no place like home.
And Tor Johnson is the Hulk. See?
Ooh.
There it is.
Damn it, Mark. Why didn't we pick that one to begin?
Next
Oh,
time,
fantastic.
Gadget. Next time. All right, this was fun.
Tor
Good.
Johnson.
It was.
This is a lot more fun than anything we're going to be talking about from here on
Yeah,
in,
brace yourselves,
because
ladies
it
and
is-
gentlemen.
It is now time to get to the main course,
Let's
which
go
is
eat, huh?
which is not good. Really. All right, here we go. Main course. While Marvel seemed to be striking out back in the day with its, quote, big budget, unquote, movies that instead found their way on a video shelf next to Witchcraft sequels and Ghoulies sequels, the struggling comic book company and its characters actually seemed to have a better track record earlier on with its TV shows. Most notably, The Incredible Hulk, starring Bill Bixby and Lou, screw you, I don't take credit cards for it.
At least not from us.
No. Boy, did he...
We made him angry,
We
ladies
made
and
him
gentlemen.
angry. Sorry.
That's his trick. He's always angry.
That's his trick. He never takes credit cards.
Oh, God. You made me cry. There was also a short-lived Spider-Man series starring Nicholas Hammond, which never saw a second season, but at least made it past the 2-hour made-for-TV movie/TV pilot phase. The same could not be said for Doctor Strange, a 2-hour movie/pilot for a series that never saw the light of day, but boy, did we see it. In fact, we just saw it. It's fresh in our heads and scorned in our hearts, and of course, we drank during it, so what better way to kick off another special Marvel edition? Speak the words, my lads.
Klaatu.
Drink
Till it's good.
It begins!
Give us a drink. Get them all a drink there.
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it?
I'm tired. I'm wasted.
Is that an alcoholic beverage? I'd sell my grandmother for a drink.
Oh, just call me Billy. Everyone does.
Crazy drunk drivers.
Some folks have a strange idea to entertain.
They sure do. Gravedigger or groundskeeper of Jason. Someday I'm going to learn this guy's name from
Steve.
Jason Lives, Friday the 13th.
What's his full quote? Some people have a strange what?
Strange idea of entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some
Well,
folks.
that we
It's just his accent. It's hard to make out.
He broke the fourth wall.
Was he
for
drunk
that.
when he said that?
No.
He's intoxicated.
Yeah, he is intoxicated.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, that's actually how he meets his
Drink till it's
demise.
good.
Yeah, he got it. And he probably would not like this movie very much either. So this is Doctor Strange 1978, a.k.a. Doctor Strange, or How I Stopped Worrying and Learned to Enjoy the Amazing Spider-Man series, a.k.a. people people are strange when in this movie. AKA, is there a doctor in the house? Then get the hell out. AKA, Doctor Strangers in the Night, no-hit TV show. Directed by Philip de Guerra, whatever, it doesn't matter. Starring Peter Hootenanny Hooten, Clyde Casatu, Jessica Walter,
Casatu, Varada, Nixo.
Eddie Benton, Philip Sterling, John Mills, June Barrett, and Sarah Rush as the Beaver. This was not one of mine. I did not pick this one. I'm not starting this one.
Yeah.
I want opening thoughts from the man who spent $10 getting the DVD so we could sit through this. And I never want to hear.
We could do a whole show of things you could have spent that $10 on instead of this movie.
I thought there were a few minor story flaws, but all in all, a good $10 worth for me and my whole family.
I never want to hear anybody give me shit about Rawhead Rex
You're gonna get
ever
at least 2
again.
viewings out of it because Kathy wants to see it.
Yeah, she's going to watch that one on her own. I'm not sitting through that again. No.
It's a form of capital punishment. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think if there are any pieces of furniture in my house that are off kilter that might need a shim underneath. I could use this DVD to support a short leg on a table or chair or something.
So you
because
liked it.
I hated this movie.
I might
No.
just saw part of my couch off.
Yeah, just to use it as an excuse to bury this DVD somewhere. Actually, didn't I threaten to mail it to Marco last week, or was that
did.
the other one? I just might do that.
You did. You did. No, they like us. They like us.
I will
right
not
now.
inflict this pain on anybody. This was really tough to watch. It was, God, was it even 2 hours? Well, I mean, it was made for TV, so it was even shorter than that.
For dinner.
We did. We broke for dinner in between, but
I don't think it helped.
It was a 2-hour movie, but there were commercial breaks because it was made for TV, so it was actually shorter than that. I don't know what the actual runtime ended up being, but man, did it feel longer than 2 hours. Nothing at all happened except for hospital melodrama. Like we were joking that it was like an episode of General Hospital.
It really was.
It was definitely shot like a soap
opera. For the first
There's like a Dynasty feel to it.
A little bit.
Dallas, kind of that look.
Yeah.
Hour and 33 minutes.
It was an hour and 30?
133 minutes.
Yeah. No, it had to have been an hour and 33. And 133 minutes is over 2 hours.
Oh, you're right. An hour and 33 minutes.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, but it felt like much longer than that. No, I wouldn't inflict this on anybody. If I hated them, I would not. I would not force them to watch this, a la Clockwork Orange, as a torture device. No, this was really tough to get through, and we did drink through it. And that's why I'm not drinking now, because I've already had my fill. Trying to get through this movie. So I'm
wishing I had some caffeine.
I think I'm just going to grab some water and
That's trying
to flush my eyes out. I think I'm not going to drink it. I think I'd like to flush my eyes out with the water.
Flavored water.
Yeah, I know. Where's the liquid death?
I was
Stinks.
I think I'll get the lime one. That one seems like it'll inflict the most pain.
Hydrate till it's good.
Hydrate till it's good. No, don't watch this.
All right.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Does this mean you're not spearheading it?
We'll all spearhead.
I will read. So
I don't know if I remember many details about this because nothing happened until the last 15 minutes.
Oh, he looked.
It was a lot of the same. It was a lot of the same shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
There really was a lot of soap opera
dialogue, very soap opera dialogue, and everybody had a monologue.
Yeah,
or two or three,
and just over dramatic pauses between each conversation. Each sentence would be question. 5-minute pause, answer.
Yeah, that was very, very
God.
soap opera like.
Yeah, cue cards.
Tito, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, if it was broken into 4 episodes, which it probably was, and I grew up in 1978, I probably would have thought it was great. If I had seen it years ago, even if as a kid, I probably would have thought it was great. But there's so much good stuff out there that it pales in comparison to anything. It's a made-for-TV movie about a character that nobody cared about back then, and
even now, I
think he's gonna gain a large audience based off the films, but I think until he was in the films again, I wasn't a big Doctor Strange comic guy. But yeah, and I saw the Spider-Man show when I loved it. I bet if I watched it right now, I probably think it was a big pile of crap.
Yeah,
because it was all just thick rope. He was shooting from.
But it was all we
wrist.
had.
It was all we had. So
if I saw
honestly, the Incredible Hulk show bored the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Really? Yeah.
I couldn't get into it.
Really?
I liked the Daredevil episode.
Well, that's one of the movies.
The walking around.
Yeah.
It was still made for TV.
Yeah,
let's not.
It's technically a movie. You
It's a
can
long
buy
TV
it on
it's a long TV
VHS
show.
at your local.
I could buy Family
what do you
Ties on
call it?
VHS.
Not back then. You couldn't. No, sir.
Yeah, that'd be like 4 episodes out of VHS. You decide. The one where he does drugs.
Yeah. Tom Hanks as the uncle. The
Tom
drunk
Hanks
uncle.
as the uncle.
Mallory.
A fun Mallory one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was whatever. It was a whatever movie. The guy was really weird.
Yeah.
The guy who played Doctor Strange.
Peter Hooten.
Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah.
Steve Hooten.
Yeah.
Steve
Gutenberg.
You know, Jessica Walters. I thought she was good.
She was
doing
good.
her-
She was
doing her
probably the
thing.
best part about this movie.
But very like it felt like a student film. Like it was like she,
especially
like she was in like she had to have thought that she was doing
paper
some
bag,
artsy,
the paper bag Dormammu.
I don't even think he's Dormammu. I think he's like
with the Bane
the
voice that
nameless
Tom
one or
Hardy
something.
must have gotten the voice from.
Yeah.
The nameless one, I believe he's called.
Is that what they call him? The nameless.
And then that night, the demon Balzaroth was a.
From Shana Nazaroth?
No, yeah. What's the Lurch? Was Lurch from the Addams Family?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Oh,
The guy on the horse.
that's sad.
You're right.
He did the voice. Yeah. Anybody else watch this?
I watched it.
Who stayed awake? Who stayed awake?
I guess.
We all did.
We
Yeah,
all
no one
stayed
fell
awake.
asleep.
I went crazy. I guess I owe you guys an apology for all the shit I've shown you because now I know what it feels like. I did not pick this one, and this one was painful.
You
If
love
If you
Birdemic.
told me that you had I would have believed you. If you had been like,
It
this,
seems
is a,
like
this is a
one.
Mark pick. This is,
Yeah.
yeah, this is a Mark pick. Sure.
This
Yeah.
would never be a Mark pick.
Yeah.
Ever.
No.
This is
No.
definitely a Mark pick.
Oh, yeah. This is right up there with Alligator.
No, fuck no. No, sir.
Rawhead.
Rawhead.
You didn't
Rawhead
not,
could
you
kick
didn't
this
not
guy's
want to see
ass.
it.
Huh?
You didn't not want to see
No,
it.
I did want to see it. I did. I did want to see it because
Well,
I
let's be
didn't.
honest,
I didn't know it existed.
I feel like we were all very excited to see this.
Out of
It's
a
like, what is this
morbid
gonna
sense
be?
of curiosity.
Yeah.
Very, very morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Derek, I'm going to
excited,
respectfully
no.
disagree with you, man.
No.
We all wanted to see this one.
I wasn't eagerly awaiting tonight like Christmas morning or anything, you know, like oh Doctor Strange.
I should have known what I was getting into when I rewatched Multiverse and didn't like it. Like I actually didn't like it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But after
When I
watching
first
this
saw it.
one,
Yeah.
And then I saw, well,
and then you watch tonight,
now
you're
it's
like
a fucking masterpiece.
masterpiece.
Yeah. Now I love it again. Yay!
By comparison. I want to know where they found that curly-haired freak to play Doctor Strange. What was he doing?
Porn. He was
Porn. You
doing
think so?
porn. Yes.
That's
oh my
why
God.
he had.
Anything to get out of the biz?
Let's all harken back to the first time he appears on screen.
Yeah.
because
And
the
he's got
first shot he has a herpes.
Yes.
Like
Oh, right. On
Red
his
marks.
lip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on his lip.
yeah.
And then the next
right
scene is
gone in the next
gone.
scene.
Cold sore.
Yeah.
And then it disappears in the next shot or the next scene.
See, he's already doing magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have just got Johnny Holmes. That was the,
Yeah.
Hey,
Kinda
lady.
looks like him,
Kinda
didn't
look
it?
like
get
John
the-
Holmes.
get
Yeah.
the real
Yeah.
deal.
Yep.
Yep.
The love child of John Holmes and Steve
He
Gutenberg.
would have came with his
As
own
Dr. Strange.
magic wand.
Gutenberg. Abracadabra, baby.
This guy did a lot of I've never heard of any of these movies that he did, but they
That's
all seem,
probably a
surprised.
reason.
He's still
I see you,
acting?
Yeah.
They all seem in
Was
line
he
with,
ever
like-
acting?
like
Really?
every 6 years he makes a movie or something.
Oh, he's like Pennywise.
When
He made something in 2017.
Sorry.
Damn you, Mark.
2017, 13, 1990, 88, 87. Oh, he was getting some good work in 87.
What was he doing?
I don't know.
killing kids
Making
in
movies.
Maine.
83, 82.
Lurking at a circus.
81, Doctor Strange. 76. Oh, he's in Orca. Don't you like that movie?
I love Orca.
Oh,
He's in
he
Orca. He
played
plays
the baby
Paul.
whale.
He
plays
was
Paul.
was he the whale? Holy shit! I know who he is. He's the. I know.
I would hope so. You love Orca.
Yes, I love Orca.
Who is he in Orca?
He is one of the guys
Paul?
that gets eaten. He's one of the crew members that Richard Harris takes out on the boat to hunt the orca, and he's up on the fucking ships. He's
The
up on
crow's nest?
Thank you. You watch Master and Commander.
I
What's
love
that?
Master and
Where
Commander.
does everybody crawl? They crawl up at the top. Of
The rigging.
Yeah, he's up at the rigging, and he's
Charlotte Rampling. I
and
like
he-
Charlotte Rampling.
Brian has seen Master and Commander, so he is a nautical wizard. He could sail a boat if you brought one over to him.
He's up on the rigging, and the orca comes up and snatches him out. That's a great movie. When are we going to do Orca? I think you owe me Orca, Brian, after this one.
You know, Derek, if you take the back wheels off of your cannon, you gain elevation, but it makes it harder to reload.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, this movie's not Orca. Not as good as Orca.
That's going to be the title of our episode. It's no Orca.
How do you rate this
Doctor
movie?
Strange,
No
78.
Orca.
It's
I mean,
no
this-
Orca.
All Orca.
It's tough when the bar's so low to go past it. When we keep like diving deeper below the bar.
It's true. We've had some pretty low bars.
For shits and giggles, next week, should I order the David Hasselhoff Nick
Yes.
Fury movie?
Oh God! No.
only if it comes in a double pack with the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
Yes.
that I would watch.
I like that.
I would absolutely watch that movie.
Totally down with that.
That's when I still.
Next time. Next time,
Okay.
Gadget.
All right.
But I have to see Tito suffer through David Hasselhoff first.
No, I have.
This movie hurt
You've
me.
watched that one already?
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It was a Fox made-for-TV movie.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
I
Marvel.
don't like David Hasselhoff. I never have.
You do or you don't?
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like you either.
I don't like
He
him.
told me.
I don't like
Yeah,
the German.
he hangs
I
out
don't
with
like
Lou Ferrigno, and they
yeah.
talk about us. They just talk shit about us all the time.
Lou Ferrigno was like, don't come over and bang your car.
God bless you, brother.
Is that what he said to you?
No. You know what he said to us? I'll smash credit card. Sorry, folks. You tuned into this episode.
Was there a sign?
No.
There was no.
sign.
How
No
stupid do you
sign.
think we are? Yeah,
No.
we would have noticed.
Sometimes people don't notice the sign.
I don't
I
have the
noticed the
square.
You could have been like the fifth
Sign,
person that didn't
sign.
notice the sign, and then he was like, "What's with these people? They're not noticing the sign."
I like how you
Go just
automatically
fair square.
side with Lou Ferrigno first.
No, I'm trying to say like
No,
if there was a
there's-
sign, then
you and your precious
then
Lou
it's like, if people
Ferrigno
keep
should
asking,
start your own
you
fucking
know?
podcast now.
I would, but
He's looking at us now, right?
He is. He's
right now.
there. Look at him. He's like, I'm
Yes.
coming for you, Macrina.
The autograph picture that I almost got beaten up for.
He got
By the guy who signed it.
I know.
he spelled your
Hey,
name
you
right.
spelled Brian ASSHOL.
Oh, look at that.
He signs all his pictures. Cash only. Lou Ferrigno.
Best wishes.
I'm green like the color of money.
To Brian. Bring cash next time, motherfucker.
There will be no next time, Mr. Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, no. I'm saving it for, I don't know.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Rupp? No. No. No, I don't know. Who do I? Nick. You know what? I like the Amazing Spider-Man show. I remember they re-released it on
liked it too.
Sci-Fi back in the late '90s. They
Yeah.
started playing like the Incredible Hulk episodes.
Yeah,
of
and the
Amazing
$6 Million Man.
And
that
the
was when the
yeah,
Sci-Fi Channel
Defenders
was
of
showing
the-
all the
No,
good
What
stuff.
was great about
Defenders of
that
the
show
Earth.
is that he was always in his costume.
He was. Yes, you're right.
was actually Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the colander eyes.
Yes,
you know?
yes, that's
Like that metal. That was like when FX first became a station.
I can use my
That's all
mask to
they
strain
showed.
spaghetti.
It was like old television.
You're right.
And make
Batman,
tea.
Green Hornet, the Spider-Man show.
Listen, say what you want. He was crawling on walls, spinning webs.
He was.
He
That's
was
right.
doing. He was Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Yep.
beating up regular people.
Yeah.
I get, you know what?
And the Hulk is the
I can
same
see anyone
thing.
beat up regular people. I like to see my superheroes beat up supervillains.
Yeah.
So I get kind of like, yeah. That's why we like the ones with like the Hulk movies with like the Kingpins in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's
even
right.
like the
And-
Thor.
and
It's,
Thor's in
guest
one.
stars,
it's John Rhys
or the-
Davies.
John Rhys Davies is
yeah.
Kingpin, yeah. Like
You
that
need-
I like because, you know, at least he's like, you know, a well-known villain. Whenever
He's
I
kind
would
of in
see
the universe.
Yeah, just like random dude who kidnapped girl. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to see a villain.
I
every
kinda
once in a
get
while.
that.
Even
To
if
be-
it's a shit, even if it was a shitty Green Goblin, I would have liked a Green Goblin.
I don't know how
Sprinkle
they
it in
would have been
there.
able to. I guess they could
It
have done
doesn't matter.
something.
It's garbage. We don't
It's
care.
garbage.
Throw it
It's
in there.
Hot garbage. Hot green
Just happy
goblin.
to see it.
Green gobbler.
Green
Green gobbler.
The green grocer.
You know what this movie made me realize? That I was like glad I wasn't born in the 70s. For anyone who was born in the 70s, Brian, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
That's
a
all
Hulk.
right.
Yeah,
I'm
Brian.
sorry.
I'm actually born in the 60s myself, but
It's like you got to see Star Wars the year before, and you were like, "Oh, Doctor Strange. It's
Yeah.
going to be as good."
yeah. Oh, special effects are all the
Doctor
rage now.
Strange. Yeah, right.
Fooled you.
Yeah, it's all
really-
who you know, though, right?
It really had a PBS.
You, sir,
Doctor
are
Who
no George
vibe.
Lucas.
No.
Well, when you literally forget to clean off the lens of the camera, so much so that
That's
there's
right.
like dust
Schmutz.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That was magic.
That was magic.
Yeah, that was glitter.
It was magic
That was
debris.
sorcery.
That was realism.
At its finest. That's some straight up sorcery, baby.
That's just magic, man.
That's just
Their way
magic.
of being meta.
That was movie magic, baby. It was meta. He picks up a Marvel comic book in
Yeah,
the movie.
the Hulk.
It's a Hulk, yeah.
Best scene of the film.
He's like, oh, this is a much better show. I hope
You know, I was surprised Stan Lee didn't pop up in there.
Well, he kind of
Oh,
did.
I know.
Yeah, no,
doing whatever.
He fought for this project.
He did. I was reading the trivia section, and
it was a
he really liked
consultant
it.
on this movie, and he said, "This is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I created this all by myself." Steve who? No,
Yeah.
Tico. No, he doesn't exist.
He said he attributed the low ratings of the movie to the fact that it went up against Roots.
Oh
at
yeah,
the
that's
time.
the reason.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are they going to say the Super Bowl? There were points that kind of reminded me a little bit of like Carpenter, like Assault.
John
on
Carpenter.
Yeah.
Some
a
of
little
his,
bit.
yeah,
Kinda
maybe
like
some of
the
his
tone-
lost
That like
scores.
menacing synthesizer.
Ominous tones.
Yeah, like a first
oxymoron.
draft of John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Whereas John Carpenter improved, though.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
Well, it was
yeah.
all over the place too, because there was like,
Oh, it was bouncing around.
yeah, like music was all over the place.
Yeah. Oh my
Lots
God.
of
It was like
different- lots of different
old timey
emotions.
piano 1 minute, and then it's just like this like
Angry synthesizer the next.
Aquarius music the next, Hairspray music, and then it's freaking John Carpenter.
The
and-
kaleidoscope acid
Yeah.
trip.
Oh God,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh, that was so 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
I
Can you
think
read
I
my
wasn't
mind?
alive. Brian, what was it? Is that what that?
That was
pretty
exactly what it was
70s,
like.
right?
Yeah, 10-year-old me was
Brian's
like, wow.
wait a minute. Brian's like,
It's like a
wait a sec,
flashback.
I think I've been on an astral plane before.
Said TWA on the side.
Derek, what did you think?
Transportation with attitude. What did I think?
Yeah,
I
I
loved
think-
this movie. I absolutely loved it. It was great. Said no one ever.
All right.
Stan Lee loved it, right?
Yeah, Stan
fuck
Lee.
I sure did, Tito.
it
Thank
was-
you for noticing.
I just, you know,
I sound more like Paula Poundstone. I'm sorry.
I felt like Mark
Supposed to say
because
true believers.
he like it wasn't he wasn't Doctor Strange. He was regular
He's
Doctor Strange.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Like he's this like super nice guy who cares about people at first, and then like he doesn't become like the Doctor Strange we know
The
until
sorcerer
the very
Doctor
end.
Strange.
And even when he does,
20 minutes.
It is nothing like it. It's just all over the place.
He's got like the Captain Marvel star.
I like the girls.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Walter was great.
Yeah.
And good for her for she's another classically trained actress
Good
that
for
went
you,
all in.
Jessica.
She she gave it her all. She didn't care what garbage
She's
she
trying to
was.
get some work,
she was in.
man. She was like, maybe this will turn
And
into a
the chick
weekly
from
series.
Sledgehammer.
The show
What's her-
Sledgehammer. That's right.
She was good. She was,
Peter
she was
Gabriella.
she's a pretty girl, even though she didn't really change her clothes at all, and that's sad.
Anne-Marie Martin.
She didn't.
She never had a
And she had a
chance.
flat ass,
Cleo
like,
Lake.
just total.
Well, that was
know
the,
what?
that
Mom
was the
jeans.
70s.
You know what?
Everybody
It's not-
was
it's
on
not
I said. That's
It wasn't the
70s
bodies,
ass.
it was the style of. It was the clothes,
the
man.
jeans
Yeah.
didn't help.
That's the pants. If she had like a 2000 pair of jeans on,
Yeah.
she would
Not,
be-
not
You know
those
what?
disco mom jeans that she was
yeah.
wearing.
I wish she was wearing Jinkos.
I like a high waisted pant. I will say, so it wasn't bothering me too much.
But,
you get her some updated pants.
Yeah, the effects were bad.
Perfect.
It was all over the place. Very it felt repetitive.
It's so relative though. The effects were bad. Like it's 1970.
Yeah,
television.
that's true. I mean,
Yeah,
so I
it's
guess
all- it's all
you really
bad.
can't complain. But
It's
like,
definitely bad.
but the movie itself is bad too. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. I mean, everything it felt repetitive. Like they kept doing the same
I
stuff
know.
over and over again.
Yeah.
It was boring and
Every time I
felt-
hear a movie, I feel
it
like
felt
you're
like the-
doing movies a disjustice.
Yeah.
yeah.
By
The
calling
first
this a
2/3 of
movie.
this movie felt like it couldn't get out of its own way. Like it
Stop
just
calling
didn't
it
know
a
how to
movie,
advance
Brian.
the
we shouldn't
plot.
be. Yeah, we shouldn't call
Those
it a movie.
4 episodes of television.
Okay.
Stop it.
I'll call it an hour and 33 minutes of my life I'm not
There
getting
you
back.
go. That's better.
It's a movie. It's a fucking movie.
Terrible.
If we had
It's a
an-
made-for-TV
Yeah.
If we had an
movie.
extra hour on this,
Is
then
what
it
it's
would
called.
be a
The Boy in
Disney
the
Plus
Bubble.
show.
It's no boy in
What
the
do they
bubble,
say in
that's for
Mystery
sure.
Science Theater? Every year, Hollywood produces thousands of movies.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Yeah. This was leftover Doctor Who shit. PBS Doctor Land of the Lost stuff. Any extra props that they decided were too stupid.
That's what the time tunnel looked like.
Even for that, even for a show like Land of the Lost, they were like, this is too corny even for this. The people of Doctor Strange picked it up and said, well, we can make something out of this. Yeah.
You know what was weird is the first costume he had seemed more on par with
Yeah.
his actual
The red and black one?
costume
Yeah, the one he got
than
from
what he
Morgan
ended
Le
with.
Fay.
Yeah.
But he-
what he
yeah.
ended
And then he
with.
turned into that purple tunic with the yellow goldish cloak.
It was so goofy.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
He looked like
He looked like he should have been doing like
on
roller derby.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, Starlight Express.
Starlight Express.
Starlight Express. Starlight Express. Starlight Express. He looked like he should have been performing with the stupid magician at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
was
think
a
he wanted
fun
to.
scene. That was a fun scene at the end.
It was not a fun scene.
That was a nice little stinger.
That would have been like that last episode when you watch and you're like, oh, I can't wait for the show to keep going.
That scene would have been
on.
like if they did end credit stupid scenes
Yeah.
like they do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that would have been the scene that they
Oh, yeah,
put
yeah,
it, you know?
yeah.
Him turning the magician's thing into a
They still do
a
that. They
bird.
still make 2-hour-long like TV movies to become TV shows.
Well, now they're episodes.
They
Like
like
Stranger
backdoor
Things is about
episodes,
2
right?
hours long. Yeah.
The backdoor episode.
So, you wanna let's go through this real quick.
Didn't we just go
Wait, no,
through it?
no,
Yeah,
don't
here
do,
we
no,
go.
don't do
The
that.
Here we
herpy
go.
and then it
Oh, we're
ended.
gonna subject.
All right, so an evil entity tells Morgan Le Fay, played by Jessica Walter, that, oh my God, my phone's going to die. Maybe we can't get through this. That she has been prevented from breaking through to the earthly realm by a great wizard, and that she has 3 days to either defeat or kill the wizard and win over his successor to her master's side. So that is the Rankin Bass version of Satan.
Yeah.
That sounds like the
Bane.
It's
The
got
name
the
He looks like it, but he
Muppet
sounds
mouth,
like Bane.
And he sounds like Bane.
Yes.
Yeah.
You will do my evil bidding, or you will not praise by
Tom
my
Hardy is
side.
a huge fan of this
Right.
movie, which explains Venom.
Yeah. I want it just like that. So LaFay possesses a young woman named Clea Lake and uses her as a weapon against the Sorcerer Supreme, Thomas Ledmire. She pushes him off a bridge to his death. That was hilarious, by the way, because the
that
way
he
she
didn't
grabs him is she titty twists him. A lot of titty twisting
Yeah.
in this movie. I don't know if you realize everybody grabs everybody by the nipples at one point or tries to manhandle the breasts, or it doesn't matter.
I think that was just a New York greeting in the 70s.
That was just
How
the
you doing?
70s.
Hey, how you doing?
It was a different time.
He walked that fall right off, though. Man.
He did.
was like,
He
yeah,
did.
you
Well,
know,
he had the yellow hand and he
all
fixed
in a day's
everything.
work.
Yeah.
It was magic ivy proof. My Tylenol hand will take care of that
Just
shit.
sprinkled a little magic on
Yeah.
him and just got up and walked away.
Instead of dying, he slowly gets up and magically heals himself. His friend Wong, played by the principal from Family Matters, looks after him. Yeah, that doesn't say that on here.
But you
That's-
recognized
I
him.
recognized him from that.
Yeah, that's close.
After he locates Lake for him, suffering from psychic after effects of the possession and haunting dreams of LaFay, Lake is under the care of psychiatrist Dr. Stephen Strange. He's a psychiatrist in this, not a world-famous surgeon.
He cares about people.
He cares about people.
And his hands work just
Yeah.
fine throughout the entire film. No problems with his hands, guys. Don't worry.
Although he didn't do anything with them.
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything at all.
No.
He sat in a chair. He lied back on a couch and stared at the ceiling. He stared at the women. He stared at everybody. And he was just trying to think of his next line and when to say it. That is all this
you know what
guy
the crazy
did.
thing is? I don't think he was staring at anything.
You think he was just blank?
Fucking blank the whole
Zoning
time.
out?
Yeah,
Was
man.
that like just a method
It
act?
was the drugs.
he
It
was
the
on something,
crystal
right?
meth.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Tab
just
of acid.
Kept
It was
replaying with
whatever. It
acid
was
trip
the
in his head.
LSD. It was
He was on the
yeah.
astral plane the entire movie.
That was that LSD, baby. He's method. He's method.
That's just method, man.
That's just method, man.
Oh, wait. Not method, man.
Come home, Steven.
Come on.
Just come home, Steven. The guy who played
So,
Wong has been in 309 things.
Yeah, but he was the principal from
much
Wow.
Family
You
Matters.
think he's
That's,
like-
That just means he's desperate.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something more interesting. You think he
knew
like
you were
is
gonna go
living
there.
comfortably?
because of Family Matters?
No, because of the
Absolutely.
309 things he's been in. You think he just like lives comfortably and he's okay in life?
No.
Or he's just like still paycheck to paycheck kind of
No,
deal?
anybody who's done this movie
He's
is not
selling
okay.
cars.
That was in
Iowa.
78, man.
I don't care. He's
He
not
did-
okay.
He's
after
on that
this
Rock
movie.
TV show
He's
now.
flying around the way what's her name was when she was having those bad dreams about LaFay, all 70s
Listen,
and
he-
ABBA like.
He plays
He's
the
doing
grocer
the
in
same
Curious
thing.
George.
Oh, well.
Super hootin'. They're gonna find you.
He was in Scooby-Doo.
Read my
He was in Scooby-Doo.
Well, he voiced somebody.
Yeah,
in Scooby-Doo.
he's got nothing better to do. Scooby-Doo.
I mean, he's working consistently, man. I'm saying.
It doesn't matter. He's not okay.
He works for peanuts.
How do you know the people
I
that
don't
are
know, I'm
okay
just
and that are
wondering.
not okay? I know.
I know Craig Robinson's okay.
Yeah, because he didn't do the Doctor Strange
But
movie.
I'm wondering if this
Craig
dude's
Robinson
okay
is
too.
doing. Craig Robinson needs to do
He's
better.
fine.
He deserves better.
He's fine.
He's doing friggin' detergent commercials now.
I know he's making so much money on
Oh,
those.
my
Every
God.
time they show
you and
his,
you
his
with
bank account
him
gets
and
larger
Johnny
and
Legs.
larger.
He's banging somebody right now.
He might be.
And they've got the cleanest clothes you've ever seen.
True.
And plenty of Pizza Hut.
Plenty of Pizza Hut.
Plenty of Pizza Hut.
The insurance is good. They can break the bed, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's got insurance on that shit, on everything.
Not a care in the world.
Everything's insured.
So Strange has the potential to become Lin Mear's successor by virtue of abilities, which we hardly ever see, and items inherited from his father, including a signet ring. Strange initiative. He sense. I'm not saying that. Intuitively, whatever. Intuitively. Thank you.
Oh,
Senses
boy.
something very wrong.
Indubitably.
Strange indubitably senses something very wrong, sharing Lake's nightmare about the previous day's events.
Yeah.
He does not understand what is going on. Neither does anybody else at this point.
Or the audience.
There is a lot. That's what I just said, man.
What
the hell, Derek? Sorry. Poor audience, poor listeners tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Lidmere contacts Strange at the hospital and tells him that Lake needs more help than what can be offered by medical science. Lousy medical science. Strange takes Lidmere's card and notices that the card bears the same symbol as his ring. My God.
It's called an insignia.
It is an insignia.
Is this character made up for the movie?
Yeah.
I don't really know enough about.
Supreme is...
He's supposed to be like their version of the Ancient One.
Right, okay.
Well, but then they mention,
there is an
Wong
ancient
mentions
one.
the Ancient One at the very end of the movie.
That's the voice that's coming out of the glowing light.
There were two ancient
The
ones.
ancient
There
one.
were two ancient ones.
Okay.
There was the real ancient one.
It was the Ancient One and the Ancient Two.
There was the Kaiser Soze ancient one, and then there was the Verbal Kent ancient one. Turns out they were
you missed
one
the
and
scene
the
where
same.
Linda Bear walks out of the house and he's not limping anymore.
No, that's when he fell off the bridge.
The old man, have you seen him? The old man dressed like the Jawa. Have you seen him? Because he was dressed like a Jawa through this whole
Ding,
movie.
ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
he was
ding,
a
ding, ding.
Meanwhile, LaFay possesses a cat and tries to enter Lidmere's house.
Because why not?
Yeah, because it's Disney now.
Because reasons.
Yeah, reasons. It's poetry. At the hospital where we spend a god-awful lot of this time in this movie. I mean, I knew it's a doctor, but Jesus. The head of Strange's department sedates Lake against his directions. That's the nurse, wretched, evil Mrs. Doubtfire-looking nurse. And she appears to slip into a coma from which Strange is unable to revive her. Strange can't revive her. Strange visits Lemire and LaFay sees an opportunity to kill Strange, but she hesitates instead. Lidmere tells Strange that his ignorance is a form of protection. Okay. That doesn't make sense. All right. And asks him whether
So are condoms.
Yeah, like, seriously. Your ignorance is a form of protection. No, it isn't. It's going to get you in trouble. What? And asks him whether he wants to know the truth or remain ignorant. Strange demands the truth. I want the truth. You can't
handle the truth.
That's one of those things. The less you know, the
Our
safer you
sanctum
are.
is built on walls.
Yeah, the less we knew, or the less we saw, like Stephen Strange, we didn't see much in
It
this
was on a
movie.
back lot. I wonder what else was filmed there.
It was at Epcot. It was filmed
Was
in
it?
Epcot.
Sesame
I
Street
don't know.
was filmed
Probably.
there.
Sesame Street.
I didn't see the clock tower.
I'm pretty sure I saw
I
Big
didn't see
Bird's
the
house.
clock tower, so I know it wasn't the Back to the
It's
Future
brought
set.
to you by the number 3, the letter Q, and the letters WTF. Rubber ducky.
Oscar the Grouch is the Hulk.
He says, "Oh, I love trash.
I love to smash.
I only take cards. I mean, cash. Fuck your credit card. He said Strange is special, sure is, and that his parents died protecting him. He says there are different realms that Lake is trapped in them, and only Strange can save her. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Let's move this along.
He goes there.
Yeah, he goes there, and they're flying around. It's the Superman ripoff.
Yep.
Can you read my mind? Done much better in
Fights
Superman.
the Black Knight.
Even though I hate that scene in Superman.
It was stupid in Superman. It was stupid here.
Yeah, it's stupid in general. Just can you read my mind? You can fly like a bird in the sky. Strange checks on Lake and agrees to dinner with her later. Oh yeah, that was a back and forth throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
You want to go out? Oh, you want to help me with my homework? Oh, I don't know if it's a good idea because you're my doctor, which has nothing to do with my homework. But this banter is repeated. What seems like
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times.
The sexual tension was palpable.
There was.
It was coming through the screen.
The evil entity asks LaFay, "Why did you smash Strange? Do you like him better than me?" And she does. She says, "Yes, Bane. Demon Bane. Rankin Bass's Bane. Yukon Core Banelius."
She tries to bed him.
Yeah.
I believe that was the term back then, right?
Do not bed him. He goes to see Lidmere again and rejects the reality of magic despite his recent experiences. No, it's not real, even though I just saw it. As he leaves, he tries to remove his father's ring and finds he cannot. Without meaning to, he lets the possessed cat into the house.
Who does that? It's be like, hey, there's a cat out here. Is it yours? Oh, no? Okay, I won't let it in. Who does that? That's the Doctor Strange I know.
Yeah.
The one that sounds like the...
Hey, yo.
The one that sounds like the font?
Yeah, pick up this cat and throw him inside.
Get out of here with your fur and your...
Hey, Mr. Howard.
Hey,
oh, no,
that's a cat.
Hey, yo, I'm outside. Hey, look, there's a stupid cat here. Hey, gotta pick it up and let it in. Huh?
The cat transforms into LaFay and bests Wong, not Beds Wong.
No.
She's a cat. Ain't no. She
was
bests
trying
him.
to get into Doctor Strange.
I don't know why they worded it that way. They get into a wizard's duel.
Yeah, she gets the best. Yeah, that makes sense.
She fires red, he fires yellow, and
bested.
she defeats him
Get
and
bested
turns
by
him
another
yellow.
wizard.
And he's a Golden Globe Award. He was glowing
Oscar.
there. Yeah.
He tried to
He's
use
not
his
dead,
yellow
though.
stream of justice to defeat the evil.
Apparently, the house keeps him safe. Ish. It keeps him from dying, right? The house.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
it gets
that's why he,
explained
like-
by Lin-Mayer later.
It's more of that Tylenol magic.
By Lin-Manuel? What?
Lin-Mayer
Miranda.
Lennon Malton. What? He'd probably like this movie.
This was the room where it happened.
Lidmere explains that Strange must choose whether to remain mortal or become the Sorcerer Supreme, foregoing ignorance, offspring, and a painless death. So that means don't.
But then he asks, "What about love?"
Yeah, but I need love because it's the 70s, and it was all about love. It was all about love in the 70s. I need love and I need
Peace and
weed.
love.
They're crazy times, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
70s is fucking magic.
I'm glad I missed that.
Cats
I was more.
turning into chicks.
I was 3 years, man. Only
Crazy time, man.
Demon horseman showing up in
Demon
your
horse,
front
yeah.
yard.
It's just the
Fucking-
70s being 70s.
The 70s were crazy, dude.
I was too young to remember. Thank God.
Psychiatry. The best part of the movie. We skipped right over Derek's favorite part. The
What was
lady,
that?
the lady that was trying to change the baby doll.
Oh,
that's
on
right.
The hospital
That's
bed.
right. That's right.
That we thought maybe it was a
really
fake
bad
baby
prop.
pretending to be a real baby. And then we were like, oh no, she's insane.
that came at the
This
same.
is what insane looked like in the
wanting
70s.
to Maximoff, going nuts in the hallway, changing a fake baby.
Was that the same time as when he walked in with the herpes?
Yeah.
So it's the
Yeah.
first scene.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
walking
yeah,
in.
yeah.
He's covered in like Spinal Tap looking cold sores.
He sure is.
And then there's this woman who it looks like.
Like Margot Kidder.
Yeah, Margot Kidder. I
forgot my purse.
You can fly. I am a baby. Changing a baby, but it's clearly a doll. It's a doll. Like they don't try to make this thing look like a baby. It's clearly a doll.
I think it's supposed to be a doll.
It's supposed to be a doll.
She's crazy because then she ends up. It's the same lady is behind the people waiting to get the meds.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So she's
then
like,
we realize it's
all
a
right, you
sanitarium.
can
It's
have
like,
that
oh, this is how they did crazy in the 70s.
right.
and late
Sanctum
70s.
Sanitarium.
You can have that one.
Sanctum Sanitarium.
thought I told you to put it in a sanitarium.
Way back in the line, there's a Native American ripping out the sinks.
Yeah, right. She was trying to change
Chief!
Danny DeVito. That's who that was.
Chief, jump up and put it in the basket, Chief. Just take the ball, put it in the basket.
Changed Danny DeVito's diaper.
Strange decides to protect humanity, and Lindmir's power is transferred to him. Lindmir passes out. Okay, that's another thing that happens a lot. Oh, the Sorcerer Supreme is not very supreme. He's not supreme at all.
He's not even
not very powerful.
He's not even Crunchwrap
No,
Supreme.
he is not. He spends a lot of time sitting, smoking his pipe.
And he had a hell of a cardigan though.
Oh,
He
God,
did.
Derek was
so
jealous of the
comfy.
cardigan.
Did.
He looked
It
so
looked
comfortable.
It looked very comfortable.
I bet Wong picked it up for him somewhere.
Probably.
His travels
Yep.
Master, I brought you a present.
to Macy's and Gimbal.
I love it, Wong. Thank you.
Kimball's is long. God, Marge.
I'll put it right here on the
78?
refrigerator.
78. It was.
No,
78
no,
was
it's a
probably
Simpsons.
around,
All
right?
It was a Simpsons quote. Simpsons quote.
We're talking about Doctor Strange.
Well, I can throw in a Simpsons quote. I have the
I want you to
Get to the end of the
Wikipedia.
I want you
goddamn
to
movie.
anguish over this. No Simpsons quotes, only Doctor Strange.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anguish.
Okay. Okay, Nurse Ratchet.
Suffer through
Wong
this.
then warns him that while he
suffering
now
sustains
has Lindmir's powers, he does not yet have the knowledge or wisdom to use them correctly. And that if Strange is not extremely careful, he can harm himself or others. That I believe. So this is basically saying...
He's like a kid with a gun.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
So they're basically saying
That
this
was the
needs to be
analogy.
this needs to be a TV show, so you can explore these
His training.
These
They would have
qualms. You should curb
cast
these
the ancient
trainings,
one,
yeah.
and
Yeah, all kinds of people would have been on this show, man.
Sure.
maybe he would have
Yeah.
ended up meeting Mordo.
We
and,
might have got a Roberto Montalban.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Or Ricardo.
Roberto.
Sorry.
Roberto.
Sorry,
Roberto.
Ricardo.
Like, it's cheaper.
Tattoo might have been in the show too. You don't know.
That's right.
I don't know.
cheaper non-union.
I would have loved anything. Big Bird could have appeared on this show.
might
and,
have been.
You know, I would have been
He was
happy.
going to play Ant-Man.
Because it would have at least been something.
But it was all a hoax, right? Lindmir tells him he set the whole thing up.
Yeah,
He was never in trouble.
Yeah.
He's actually very
He
powerful.
could have. Yeah, he could have gone home the whole time.
He just wanted to.
Just
You're
click,
telling me you
heels.
could have gotten out of these cuffs anytime? Only when it was funny.
click your Dockers 3 times and say there's no place like ABBA. I don't know.
And then he carries him off into the
Yeah.
sunset and, in his stupid purple pajamas.
Sure it does. Strange is then shown at the hospital where many patients have been discharged. He leaves with Lake and
He cured them all. That's
He
awesome.
cures them all with his strangeness.
That's awesome. I didn't think you could cure
Yeah,
crazy, but
he
apparently
can't cure
Dr.
any-
Strange can.
No, they're just all dead.
Yeah.
He just killed them all.
Change all the babies you want, crazy lady. Here's a bunch of dolls. Go nuts. I'm cured.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. That's
So he
it.
leaves with Lake, who seems to have
You know what
no
I miss?
memory of what happened.
Thorazine. You don't see that in movies a lot anymore.
Oh, here we go. So,
Thorazine?
what are you trying to do? Are you
They gave the
trying-
girl
Yeah.
Thorazine. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, Thorazine. I haven't heard that in a movie in
Well,
so
Right.
long.
you speak the words and then it'll come back.
Being
think
that it was a
Thorazine's
Marvel
gonna
movie, I'm
pop up?
surprised it wasn't the Mighty Thorazine they called it.
Thorazine.
LeFay is shown on television, young again, posing as a self-help guru. I did like this part, actually.
she's like Tony
And
Robbins.
if there
I
was
didn't-
anything I liked about this, it's the fact that she's a self-help
She's creating an
guru.
army of like young kids to go up against.
It would have been
Doctor
kind of cool
Strange.
had
Yeah.
this continued and were the rest of the movie better. It would have been cool to have this villain create. It was kind of like creating a cult.
You got to give
which
them a
was
season,
also-
man. Give them a season. They'll figure it out.
It's not worth a
They'll
season.
figure it out.
You
Give
know,
them like 6.
you know,
they'll
I
figure
defend
it out,
one
man.
thing doesn't mean it needs
Give them
a
12
season.
episodes. They would have got there.
12 episodes.
Why the hell not, man?
Because that's ridiculous.
Why not? They're probably
Listen,
like 23 episodes.
This is bad. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the 70s,
back
it
in the
was
70s,
20,
yeah.
23,
Seasons
24 episodes.
Yeah, 12 episodes.
Seasons were a lot.
Yeah,
Yep.
seasons were like 50 episodes.
Trust me,
You're like, oh, that's season
All right, so then
one.
we come to the end. Strange
Yep.
agrees to meet Lake later, and then
yeah, he
and then
does.
the film closes with him playing a trick on a street magician, turning the flowers the magician was going to produce using sleight of hand into a dove. So now that guy, I bet, was going to be his sidekick.
He was so silly.
That
he was so
his
excited
sidekick.
about the bird.
That was going to be
Telling you.
his.
That was
He
going to
went
be
back
his
to all
Bucky.
his
That
Right.
was going to be his
Bucky,
Bucky.
yeah.
That was well, Hulk didn't have a sidekick.
Well, he did.
No, Rick,
Didn't he have-
well,
Rick Jones
Rick
was
Jones.
on
Rick
the
Jones.
show, but
Not on the show. though.
No, not on the show.
But it was going to be there was going to be a Starsky and Hutch thing going on. Yeah. So
Yep.
I'm convinced that's who that character was.
Yeah.
Sadly, we'll never know because nothing else came from this piece of shit. And I'm sort of fine with that. So, Closing thoughts. I'll go. Boy, did it suck. I would not recommend this on anyone. Drinking does not help. In fact, it just pisses you off. If you drink and then do a podcast and read through the Wikipedia, it's going to make you angrier and want to hit the person to your right.
Mark can't reach across the desk to hit Tito.
I can't reach across the table. That's my thought.
I'm with Tito. I think that they should have given it a little bit more chance. I think that, it was bad. Don't get me wrong. I never want to see this again. But I am curious as to what they could have done or what they would have. It's like a morbid curiosity. Like how else could they fuck this up? And,
They couldn't, hence why they couldn't continue. It's awful.
I think they could have.
No.
I think they could have.
No, they had nothing.
And it would have been
nothing
really, and I guarantee it would have been really racist.
CBS made it?
True.
CBS show?
True.
Yep.
Brian?
Nah, fuck this movie. I'm mad at myself for buying it, and
I might hang myself.
I think I'm going to go back and watch 1990's Captain America from last week because that was a much better movie in comparison.
But don't do that. Don't do that.
No, do that. Do that.
Watch the 80s.
I will. I spent money on that too. I got to rewatch that one. If I got to rewatch one of them, it's going to be that one.
We're gonna. I'll read. I don't know if they will. I can't speak for the other two. We'll watch the 70s ones.
I want to see the 70s ones.
I want to see the red brown 70s ones.
Yeah, we had a comment on our Facebook page that I think it's Jeff Levesque said that he wants to us to revisit the 70s ones because those are better movies.
Oh, is he requesting that we do that?
And I told him that we have them.
We don't want to let our audience down, do we? Like we did tonight.
Those will be in the chamber, but for a much later date.
Better than what?
Than this.
Than this,
and the other Captain America.
Have you seen them yet?
The older?
Yeah,
no,
the
I
ones
could
with
never.
red brown.
Yeah,
what was the first one we watched?
I didn't like the motorcycle helmet, so
what was the
first bad Marvel one?
Morbius.
Oh, that's right.
Morbius.
And that was a new
Yeah,
one.
we're working backwards in time.
Super new.
We're
going
really
backwards in
did. We
time.
went back in time, unintentional.
We are all Marty
go
McFlys
back in
tonight.
time.
So Tito, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
All right, good. Insightful.
It wasn't very good. I'll never see it again.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should ever see it.
Nope.
I know what Tito's getting for Christmas.
I hope it's just the case. I hope you smash the disc and just give me the case. I imagine if I was a kid, even when I was like 10, if I saw this on like Sci-Fi or whatever station, I would have been like, oh, cool, Doctor Strange. They made a TV show. I might have had fond memories of it, and I would have watched it. It would have been the same experience I had when I watched Captain America last week, because I watched that a bunch when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah. And then I rewatched it, and I was like, oh, boy. But, we got a lot of good shit now, so it's hard to compare.
It really is.
Yeah.
If anything, these 3 episodes have made us appreciate what we have.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Morbius, because that was like 2 months ago.
I like Morbius.
I think the 2 geeks and a microphone guys like Morbious too. They commented that they're like,
Yeah.
were we the only ones that like that movie?
I'm gonna.
No, boys, you
Morbius.
weren't. I'm with you.
No,
Yeah.
People out there liked
We
it.
forgot to mention when
Johnny, where are you from?
Sorcerer Supreme actually titty fucks.
Oh, Morgan Le Fay.
It's not Morgan Le Fay with his yellow peace tree magic spell, and it really goes in between her cleavage, and we were like, that's titty fucking.
Of which Jessica Walter used to have
Good
plenty
for her.
of.
She was striking, and you know what?
She probably died
Always
with a nice rack still. I mean, she was covering it up back. She was covering
Just a
it
little
up.
bit more
She was
conservatively.
gangy. She wasn't like letting all her shit hang out.
Yeah. Although when she becomes the TV personnel, she's all like more so Arrested Development looking.
Yeah.
She was great in
Jessica
that show.
Walter.
Yes.
She was
She's great in
fantastic
everything.
in that show.
Archer, she was.
R.I.P.
You
She was
know,
someone who I thought
Arrested
aged very
Development
well.
and Archer got me through COVID 2 years ago. That's the 2 shows that
There
I
you
watched,
go.
the 2 weeks that I was laid up with COVID.
So you really like Jessica Walter.
I did after those shows.
Yeah.
I really didn't know much about her
My
before.
goodness, Derek.
Oh, Jesus, Derek.
This is a good show.
He's trying to put
This is a clean show. It's not a clean show.
It's
at all.
trying to
It's
sprinkle
never been
his
a
yellow
clean
magic
show.
all over
Are
us.
you trying to supreme her? Is that what
He's
you're
trying to
doing?
supreme us right now.
All right, for the 3 people that may still be listening, let's move on to Geek Flag.
All right.
Go. I had one, but I
Is
don't
it Doctor
wanna say
Strange,
it.
1978?
Huh? No, not at all. Tito, you start. Go ahead.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, fucking good.
I was telling you guys about this yesterday because I finished all the Wastelanders, and then they started Wolverine, but it's week to week, and the second episode hadn't come out, and I recommended this series called The Marvel Method.
Oh
Method
yeah,
Man,
with Method Man.
Method Man from
That's
the
just
Wu-Tang
Method
Clan
Man.
It's a great show. He has a different famous person on every week. They talk about their favorite character, one of their favorite issues, and then they either get a writer or an artist. He surprises them with a writer or an artist, and they talk about that episode. So the first one I listened to was, I'm a big Killer Mike fan. He was on the last episode, and one of his favorite stories was the X-Men, the Chris Claremont. God loves, man kills.
Yeah.
Yep. And he surprises them with Chris Claremont, and they have this great
Oh
conversation.
wow,
So
Claremont was actually on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
They get really legit writers and artists.
I didn't know
on
he
the
was
show.
such a huge fan.
Yeah, huge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't really know. I know he was on Comic Book Ben on an episode. But you can hear it in their music a lot of times. Hip hop in general, there's tons of comic book references all the time. But I've been listening to that. That's pretty good.
Who was the one? Was it Ghostface Killer who calls himself Tony Stark?
Yeah. And Method Man is Johnny Blaze.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Johnny Blaze, the Ghost Rider. And Ghostface Killer's first album is Iron Man. It's
Mm-hmm.
called Iron Man.
See, I knew that one, Mark.
There you go.
I knew that one.
You're good.
Wow.
The coolness just spiked.
Is that?
The only
Street
thing that
cred.
really
Street cred.
got me
Brian has street
excited
cred.
is
That too.
I watched the Stranger Things trailer for the second
Yeah,
half.
I still
and
haven't seen it. I heard it's awesome.
I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait.
If
Are you worried
if Steve
that somebody dies?
I'm
Yeah.
boycotting the show.
Oh, if Steve dies,
I ain't coming
I'm
back.
gonna lose my shit.
Yeah.
Because I love Steve.
Steve
Yeah.
dies, we riot.
yeah.
Yeah, we do.
But it looks
Hashtag not my Stranger
it
Things.
looks like it's really gonna fucking. They're going all in, man.
Yep,
Yeah.
I hope so.
It's so great. It's like if they could have done this when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been amazing. But they didn't, and I'm an adult, and I can still appreciate it. So it's fucking awesome. It's everything I love about my youth.
Yep.
Only better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Feels
true.
like.
And this season in particular is surprisingly scary.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
really good season.
We were the 3 out of the 4 of us went to see The Thing.
Yeah.
In theater. John Carpenter's The Thing, and my mom was babysitting the kids. And when we got home, my mom and my daughter Emily were still up watching
The Thing.
No, we're watching Stranger Things.
Okay.
The
They're watching
episode.
They Live.
Yeah.
Well, it was the episode when you see Robert Englund and he tells the
Yeah.
story. And
Oh, with the
everything.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
My
crazy.
mom told me today she wouldn't drive past the cemetery near the house. She took the most it legitimately
Wow.
scared the shit out of her.
Oh wow.
Wow.
She was
That
like,
is
as soon as
crazy.
I got in the car, I locked it and I took the the way home. I was not driving by that cemetery. That's not how she sounds. Sorry, Mom.
She sounds more like this.
I'm not driving home near your cemetery. I'll take the lighted way home.
I was told this was a shortcut.
Anything else?
No.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, like I said, much to the chagrin of Derek, I am watching Superman and Lois. I do like it. I'm a few episodes in, and I was looking ahead to see what other characters were coming. They're going to bring Brainiac in, Bizarro. I guess it's
cool.
out a couple of seasons, and I like the guy who plays Superman a lot. Lois,
Tyler
not right
Hoechlin?
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Superman, 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing that bugs me
That's
about it.
fine. It's cool.
I don't think he. Can
He always
get
looks
rid
like
of
he
it.
needs to shave.
Can't. Kryptonians can't get rid of it. It's something new. Something I've learned about Kryptonians. So
Razors
that's
don't
fine.
work on his super strong hair.
That's right. All right. Anyway, I was going to say Dark Horse re-released the Tales from the Crypt, The Haunt of Fear. All the good horror comics of the 50s are being re-released in giant magazine-size paperbacks. These are the stories that inspired Tales from the Crypt, Creep Show. All the
I like
great,
that.
Yeah, and I absolutely love them. They're awesome. You can't see them at home, folks.
I can. Jealous.
But it beautifully done, wonderful artwork
that's
by
awesome.
some of the greats. You know, Al Feldstein, Jack Davis, Graham Ingalls, all artists I've grown to love. I never really appreciated these when I was a kid, but once I started like really getting into comics and comic art and pop art, these books are. I'm glad they brought them back and at affordable paperback prices.
Did you get that yesterday?
Check them out. I did. I got a bunch of them yesterday at Rubber Chicken Comics.
In Bellingham, Mass.
Forward by
Yeah.
Robert Englund. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have forwards by that. Joe Dante.
So these are like before Tales from the Crypt.
These are the comics, magazines, whatever you call them. Tales from the Crypt, The Vault of Horror, which I also have, The Haunt of Fear. Yeah, all hosted by the Old Witch, the Vault Keeper, the Crypt Keeper. If you're a fan of comic books and Tales from the Crypt, the TV show in the 90s, check these out. This is where they got started. These are comics that almost got lost in the 50s.
These are the ones that started the witch hunt.
That started the whole thing that comics are bad for kids.
Yep, Wortham.
Yep.
Wortham started his seduction of the innocent.
The psychiatrist who said comic books cause people to become evil and gay. And
and it turned out he was gay himself, so
poor role models.
A little finger pointing. Remember when you point a finger, 4 point back at you.
Role models for women because of Wonder Woman.
Or something else was pointing back at him.
Something. Yeah, something else.
It's going to turn your kids.
Dark alley.
Going to turn your kids gay because they're reading Batman and Robin and they never hung around. Like all kinds of wildish stuff. Well, maybe the Schumacher years, but that's a different story.
Discover themselves, maybe.
But the horror comics took the brunt of it, and the brunt of it, and they were burnt by religious groups. We almost lost them.
Dude, that's so crazy to me.
Didn't.
Because it's a book with pictures and words in it.
Well, parents were easily fooled in the 50s
of books in general and what's inside.
But it's funny because we just talked about
me.
Stranger Things, and Stranger Things it touched on something that was still happening in the 80s with the Satanic Panic with Dungeons and Dragons.
That's right.
So I mean, if it's not comic books, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
You're using your imagination.
If it's not Dungeons and Dragons, it's heavy metal music. It's
Yep.
they're always looking for something to just use as a scapegoat.
Yeah, because it's never the parents.
Exactly, because they can't raise their kids right, and they need something to blame other than themselves.
It's got to be the violent books and video games and shit.
Johnny doesn't read. It's got to be the Dungeons and Dragons.
It's these horrible comics.
Johnny doesn't listen to me. It's got to be the Ozzy Osbourne.
No, I'm fucked up.
That's the reason I'm all screwed up, but it's not because of the just the comic books. It's other stuff.
All right, that's mine. You?
I started watching Umbrella Academy season 3.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yep, I've watched 4 episodes. It's pretty good.
So do they drop them all at once?
Yes.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if they were.
There's I want to say 10 or 12 episodes total.
For the season?
Yeah.
Was that 2 years ago, that second season?
I think so. Yeah.
Everything was so delayed because of COVID last year.
Yeah, I remember liking second season.
It's pretty cool. It opens up and they meet the Sparrow Academy.
Oh, that's how it ended. Right.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So you actually meet the members and there's kind of like a rivalry and they're stuck in this time and they're trying to get back to their own and
Dude, no, that show number 5. Yeah, if he wasn't on that show,
so good.
I might not watch
and
it.
I cannot
Klaus
believe
is really good too, but that kid is amazing.
And he still looks like a kid. He's
not
anymore.
He still looks
I don't know how they did it, but he looks like he's still a little kid.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
He's fantastic on that show.
It's a lot of fun. I'm liking it so far. That's it.
You ever watch Umbrella?
I fell off of it. I didn't get back into it.
Yeah.
I probably should.
Yeah.
I saw the first season. It was good. But and I read the book and I thought the book was pretty cool, but I never stuck with it. I don't know. Brian?
Just the same old stuff this week. Star Trek Strange New Worlds, new episode dropped today because we're recording one day later than we usually do this week. That was good. Obi-Wan finished. I thought it was fantastic. Ms. Marvel. I started watching it last night after we got back from the thing, but I fell asleep on it. But I'm liking it. I am. It's not because it was a bad episode. I was just tired. I'm old. What are you going to do? Sue me.
Yeah, I've only seen
but no, that's pretty much it. I know it sounds like I'm stuck. I'm a broken record, and I'm stuck repeating myself.
Well, we saw the thing.
We did see the thing. It was awesome seeing it on the big screen for the first time.
And we're going to be doing a special on that.
Yeah.
Next, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
we're doing that next week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Might as well.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we might do Doctor Strange 78 again.
Oh yeah, we could do that too.
You want to repeat it?
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
All right, awesome.
Until you release me, Mark, from this world.
Oh no! I'm bringing you a present from my world. Time, endless, looped time.
I could do this all day.
And a copy of Rawhead Rex.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
All right, thank you guys very much for listening, as always, and bearing with us. This was a rough one tonight.
Yeah, we hope it wasn't for you.
But now you know. So the next time.
And knowing is half the battle.
Somebody crosses you on a Marvel series that's happening now, just remember these shows and what it could have been.
Yeah.
So, yeah, before we leave, a shout out to the usual bunch of podcasts we listen to all the time. Our good friends over at Entertainment Rants, Two Geeks and a Microphone, The Geek Dad, Chicken Chat, and PVD Horror, who I just listened to their episode that they did with D. Wallace. These guys are awesome. I got in touch with Joshua, who's part of the crew, and he had nothing but wonderful things to say about us and this show. So we appreciate it, Joshua. Thank you.
Awesome.
Am I missing anybody?
The Shinebox guys. Check out the Shinebox guys.
Absolutely.
Get your Shinebox.
Cool. And if you want to hear more of this insanity, we have plenty of episodes. I don't say issues. Yeah, we have issues.
We have issues.
We have issues. All right. Episodes to go back and listen to. And to that, our own Sorcerer Supreme, Brian, can tell you where the hell to find it all. It's in hell.
You can find it all at www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.gdpodcast.com, and you'll find all of our past episodes. You'll find links to our social media presences. You'll find one-click buttons to subscribe to us through the podcast platform of your choice, among lots of other internet-type goodies.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you guys, as always, for listening at home. For Three Geeky Dads, this is Mark.
This is Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
And until next time, we say keep watching the skies, because things are a little strange. I don't know. I don't know what else there is. There's what's-her-name flying through the fucking sky. I don't know. Good night, and God bless.
People are strange.
Well, the Superman and Lois pilot was 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it might have been a little. It was longer than a regular episode, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
If I could handle 2 hours of Superman and Lois.
I'm actually enjoying it.
I know
I
you
really
will.
like it. Yeah.
Well, you really like Superman.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So?
Who doesn't? I don't.
All right.
Lois sucks.
I'm
a lot of leg.
What kind of vacuum was she?
I'm a lot of
I guess I'll scratch that off my
She's a Bissell.
flag
She's a
this
Bissell.
week.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hoover.
Yeah, it's funny to think like that if these were if someone had somewhere had considered that these
Sorry.
successful.
Mosquito.
Oh. Get it, Tito.
I think it was biting my leg while we were watching Doctor Strange, and I was too numb to care.
It's back for more.
Like there's a lot of alcohol in
I was
his
going to
blood.
say, it's probably drunk now.